All right, y'all. Hope you're having a good day so far, and welcome to the forum for this week. 34 items here I want to touch base with you on. I'll do these as quickly as I can. All in. Preached on that this past week. It's going to be a focus of ours for probably the next 5 months. We'll see how it plays out, but that's my intention to talk about this in a variety of ways. We can minister into the community in a number of ways. We can use mass marketing to connect with people, but really the most powerful way always to connect with people is person to person. And so we want to mobilize the church. We want to equip the church for acts of service, which would include sharing the gospel with people. And we do that through meeting their needs. We do that through praying for them. It may be gospel tracts, it may be invitations to services or to other events. And so there will be a number of ways and at different times that we will be utilizing the organization of 522 groups to help aid what we're trying to do. So we're going to channel that ministry of this all-in idea through small groups. And so expect to be seeing that. I need you to get on board with me with that and own it. Number one, by doing the project yourself. And Mr. Bunch will also need to make sure I've got some accountability along with you guys that you know that I'm working on the project as well. And so we'll be talking about that in the next coming weeks quite a bit, but make sure you have a person. Make sure you know who that person is you're going to work on and who you're going to reach out to. For me, I have a person, and as scary as it is for me, I'm going to be reaching out to a fellow by the name of Ernie, who has been fairly hostile to the things of God and fairly hostile to the things of the church, but he's going to be my guy to be praying for, find practical ways to serve and to reach out to. So, all in focus. Make sure you have yours and be ready to help facilitate folks in your group, to bless them, to help equip them, to encourage them, to remind them, to pray with them about their folks. Want to remind you that one of the things we're doing as groups, one of the 522 basics is projects, whether they be a fellowship project for your group or a ministry project. And so I've been listing in the past few weeks inside your 522 news some fairly simple ways that you can go about serving as a group. I really hope you'll pay attention to that this week. So that's one of the things I'd like you to do this Sunday is to have a conversation about a project, particularly a ministry project. If you have a project coordinator already, then that's someone you want to mention this to before Sunday and begin to have a conversation about that in your groups this coming Sunday. Okay, so project, let's talk about it this Sunday. Let's work on getting something on the board. I want to remind you that we are working on the new group. Rachel does have 5 people. I mentioned that to you last week. I know she's working on some other people. Haven't had a chance to talk with her today, and I meant to, but I think she's probably on her sleep schedule right now. But I wanted to remind you of that. Please pray for Rachel and for the folks that are involved in that God will bless it and move it, even going into the summer months. And so, not unusual for numbers to sag just a little bit in the summer, but I want to encourage you. That's why it's all the more important to be regularly connecting with folks. The first couple of weeks after school gets out, and then usually the last couple of weeks before school starts back, tend to be the times when folks are out the most. And so the truth is we're going to take a hit through some of that. Not much we can do about that. But hopefully starting the new group will help us with that number a little bit and keep us encouraged. Also, we're going to be doing some special emphases in a few of the services. Hopefully that'll encourage some good attendance. Now, also want to remind you about the basics. And the basics are simply this: ministry care list. We need to talk about that with some regularity inside the group. Who are we seeing? Who are we not seeing? Who are people we're trying to reach out to? Hopefully, if this all-in campaign works the way that I hope that it will, a lot of the names that are on your ministry care list, folks who don't normally come, will end up being some of the names that people in your group have decided to go all in for. So hopefully those will match up. And in those cases, it's one and the same. But we need to talk about that. Then group structure. How are we getting other people in the group to help take some responsibilities in the group? Planning projects, reaching out to people as a care group leader, taking care of the stuff like just the paperwork, the clerk kind of stuff. Someone who will become an associate leader under you. Um, Facilitation, and we just mean leading Bible studies on Sunday morning. Obviously, we want to do that. We want to do it well. And in that vein, I have attached today a couple of documents about discovery learning techniques. These are in your binder handbook. If you're like me, you misplace that thing all the time, and it's almost easier for you to get it online, almost right there on Google Docs or something like that. So I put it on Facebook for you. So if you'll connect with that. So ministry care list, group structure, projects, facilitating inside group time, and then contact with your folks on a regular basis to work as sort of an underpastor to your group. Check in with them, know what's going on with them, pray for them. All right, thank you for your time. I want you to think about a project. Let me know if you have an idea on that. And share the name of the person that you're working on all in, if you don't mind, all right? Thank you.